Hey there, first grade, Miss Hershey here, and I'm here with your camping collage part 2. So you should have finished up after the last video, gluing your tree pieces on and your tent should be on. And we're going to add some details today through drawing. So I'm going to use art sticks, which are similar to colored pencils. You can use colored pencils or crayons. Marker's not really going to work because this is black paper. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to add some details here. So the first thing we need to do is make the ground. So I'm going to start with a dark brown and I'm going to draw right under my tent a line. It's a little hard to see. I'm going to go with a lighter brown. There we go. I'm going to do a brown under my tent and I'm going to bring it down and around my campfire and to my tree so that the whole bottom of the page looks like it is the ground. And you can layer different colors. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to layer some different colors here to give it that sort of natural outdoor look. So I've got my dark brown. I've got this sort of tan color that I can blend into it. More of a mustard color even. What I'm trying to do is just make this look like the dirt at a campsite. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with the dark. So you don't have to do this much coloring, but you definitely do need to do something on the ground so that I can tell where the ground is and where the sky is. I'm also going to add some coloration to my logs here using my browns. So this is going to give us some different colors on our logs to make those look a little bit more realistic as well. Okay? Trees, same thing. You can go through and you can go in with other colors and you can add some stuff to your trees. So I'm just going to do some lines. Kind of diagonal coming down and side to side. But think about what a pine tree looks like and what direction the branches would go. And we're adding these lines. So that's a very dark color, but you could also use a bright color. Here I have this brighter green. See, that's a nice green right there. Adding on to my tree, and maybe I want to use both on each tree. I don't know. But I'm going to layer up the color. I do like how both looks. I like that a lot. So I think I'm going to do some more of that. Okay. And you would go ahead and you would do that on all of your trees. I'm not going to do all my trees just yet. I'm going to work on my tent now. So the tent is just a plain yellow blob. That is not what a tent would look like. So let's go ahead and add something to our tent. I'm going to switch to, I don't have a gray, so I'm going to do a black. And first of all, I'm going to hold these shut and I'm going to go right down the center to make like the zipper. So you can see they have that little black line on them, okay? And then tents generally have windows of some kind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my window. And because tents have windows, they're usually made out of screen. Like if you were to open your window at your house, it's a screen. So I'm going to do the pattern, the cross hatching of diagonal lines to make the screen on my tent. Okay, I've got my zipper still. I might go over that one more time. And then I would say that my tent is going to have some kind of trim on it. It's not just going to be plain. So I'm going to go ahead with a darker color, a darker yellow. I'm going to go around my window, around my zipper, maybe along the ground. Maybe there's a piece sewn together here. But we're going to just add some little pops of color just to make it more interesting and not just a solid blob. Okay? So go ahead and do something with your tent. For your fire, if you want to draw fire, I'm going to show you how to do that on, see, I already did my trees, but I don't know if we can really, try to add a little bit of orange coming up from my logs here. It's showing a little bit, but it's not great. But if you want to do fire, you can. If you didn't put your trees super close like I did, you can definitely do yellow and orange to make fire coming out of your logs. I didn't think about it when I put mine together. And you could even do a little bit of red, especially on the logs, those red embers that would be burning. And down in here. Another thing that I think I might want to do is some rocks around my fire pit, kind of holding it together so that it's not just fire kind of out on the ground. So I would just pick a color and I would do my rocks around my fire pit, which are just going to be pretty round looking. And we can't see what's behind the fire, but we would hope there's rocks back there. And again, use a little black just to kind of highlight those in there, make a little shadow. So there's my fire pit. Look pretty good, I think. My tent looks all right. Sky. Your sky. You can leave it black or you can put another color over top of it. It is, of course, nighttime out in our picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stars. So I'm just going to take my yellow and I'm going to just do some little marks all over my paper to serve as stars or fireflies, lightning bugs, some people might call them. So here are my lightning bugs. You can put a moon, you can put clouds, you can do whatever you would like. And then the last thing I want you to do, I want you guys to surprise me. I want you to draw something inside your tent. This is up to you. I'm giving all of my grade levels something to do on their own this week. So that is going to be what is inside your tent. So I want you to draw something inside your tent, and then when you turn in your work, I want to see a picture of your tent open. I want to see what's inside. So is it you? Is it someone else? Is it a sleeping bag? Is it a bear? What is inside your tent? I want to see what you think would be inside a tent. I want your opinion, your best work, and I want you to make this one a little bit more your own than the rest of the projects, because a lot of times I tell you what to do, but I want to see what you would do if you were given a chance to do it on your own. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, because I know we haven't really done that this year, but I'm having you kind of design your own thing at this point. You're going to do your own inside your tent. Okay? So, to recap, we did the ground, we did our logs, we did a fire pit, we did something with our trees, and I did lightning bugs in my sky, and I added some details to my tent. They're a little messy looking. I feel like I want to clean that up a little bit. I think I could have done a better job here. So this is what we call editing or revising. When you go back to your work after you're done and you touch it up to make it better. So that's something that we always like to do as well. It just makes it look better. And I think I want my tent to have like another color on it. I think I want it to be like a design almost. So I'm going to go ahead and along the bottom, I'm going to put a blue stripe. Just, I don't know, I want it to have a little something extra to it. And maybe right here. And right there. There we go. All right, I feel like my editing paid off and my tent looks better. All right, so I can't wait to see that. I hope you guys have fun. Take your time on your trees. Do your best work. I'm looking over here and I think this one needs more dark green. Again, more revising. So definitely go through and do your best job. Make this your best campsite collage you can. I can't wait to see what you guys do and turn into me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.